Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee, and you can find the rest of my readings on my website, vancouverislandpsychic.com. This is the weekly psychic reading for Monday, August the 19th, 2013 to Sunday, August the 25th, 2013. We're going to be using Doreen Virtue's magical messages from the mermaids and dolphins. And your crystal choices for this week are jet, citrine, and azurite. Again, that's jet, citrine, and azurite. So, we're just going to pick up the cards, take a nice deep breath, and ask the mermaids and dolphins and angels what it is that we need to know for this week to help keep balance, to help keep us on our path, and to navigate any potential difficulties that may be coming up. And actually, even before we get started, the big message that is coming through for many of us is that it's going to be a week of detoxification. So really be sure to be aware of what you're eating, making sure that you're drinking enough water, and if you've been feeling the need to be cutting foods out of your diet, now is the time. You've got lots of help and support in doing that. All right, so the first card that we draw is for Monday and Tuesday. And the message that's coming up is explore your options. It's time to take a look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes, which is interesting as we've just spoken about detoxification and diet. So it feels like that's part of the message that's coming through, but it also feels like there are opportunities for you to take a look around and see what it is that you're really wanting to create and manifest in your life this week. It feels like there are opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves in the first couple of days this week, and it feels like you're not going to be jumping in right away, but there's a feeling of taking a look around and making sure that this is really what you want. And as always, if there's ever any question or doubt as to whether or not this is the right decision for you to be making, always try it on, check it and see how it feels in your body, and ask your angels and your gut and your guides for help and support. So lots of opportunities are going to be presenting themselves to you in the next couple of days. I'm getting a lot of hits around life purpose again, that it feels like that's going to be a fairly large theme for people this week. So anything that is work, career, spiritually related, there will be lots of opportunities presenting themselves. Looking at Wednesday and Thursday, I love this, how the first message is, don't rush into decisions. Wednesday and Thursday is going to be the time to be making decisions. The card that's coming up for us is make a decision. And the message that's coming through is feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. So the opportunities, the options are being presented to you kind of Monday, Tuesday, flowing into Wednesday and Thursday. It's the time to make a decision. So move forward. And if you tend to be the type of person who likes to flip-flop back and forth and has a really difficult time, a really decisive energy is coming in for Wednesday and Thursday. So really give up your cares and your worries about making decisions, about making the right decision. And remember that in making no decision, you're making the decision to stay in the same place and not to move forward. So there is a lot of momentum that's carrying us forward for Wednesday and Thursday. And really, if you have difficulty making decisions, ask for help. Ask your angels for help. And be wary about asking friends and family their opinions if this is something that is outside of the realm of what is normal for you. So really trust your intuition on what's coming through and who to talk about when making these decisions. Looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, helpful person is coming in. So someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So there are people who are wanting to help you through this process, and it feels like there's a lot of whirlwind change that's in the works for this week. So again, Anytime you're making decisions, ask your guides, your angels for help, and there are going to be people in your life, in your world, that you can be talking about with this. They're also talking about looking at seeking professional opinions as well. So when you're making your decisions, if this is anything to do with something on a legal level or a legal matter, go and talk to somebody who is well versed in the law. Lawyer would be A lawyer would be an obvious person to choose to talk to about this, but really talking to professionals and people that you can trust is really important this week. All right, for our people who chose Jet, and actually before we move on from that, they're really coming through strongly with the message for detoxification. So just to kind of, before we move on to the next part, if you're having difficulty in making decisions, take a look at what you've eaten during the day. Make sure that you've drunk enough water, that your body is properly hydrated, that your body is also properly nourished. And if you are having difficulties with concentration, take a look at how much sugar you've consumed, and remember that fruits, a lot of fruits are very high in sugar as well. All right, so for the people who chose Jet, set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Really, don't settle. And so really important, particularly the first couple of days this week, if some of the options that are coming to you, some of the opportunities are coming to you, and you feel that these aren't really to your highest benefit, don't take them out of fear. Know that there are going to be several opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves to you this week, and they're also kind of popping in next week for you guys who chose Jet as well. So know that you don't have to make a decision right away. If something doesn't feel right, then it's not the right opportunity for you. And also really important to keep your manifestation energy high this week as well. Really put it out there what it is that you want, and don't waver. Set your standards, set your priorities, and really stick to it. For the people who chose citrine, blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. And one of the things about this card is that it often feels that things are being turned upside down. So it could be that what's coming up for you this week isn't completely comfortable, but know that it's going to be bringing in something that is what you've been asking for. So if this week seems to be hectic or chaotic or really unbalanced, or things kind of come and they really shake up your world, know that it's happening for a reason, because you're being propelled into the next step, and the path that you were going along up until this point just wasn't bringing that in for you. One of the things with citrine is that it's a clearing card, so make sure that you're doing energetic clearing. Diet keeps coming up this week, guys, so really pay attention to your diet. Energetic clearing, dietary detox, clearing on that level as well. Lots of sea salt baths, lots of water, and you'll sail through these without any problem. And one of the cards that's really popping up for the people who chose citrine for this week is helpful person. So make sure that you're asking friends, family for support. Ask your angels, source for support in this time as well, and do keep focused and remember that everything that happens this week is bringing about greater change. It's bringing about what you've been asking for, so it's very temporary. For the people who chose azurite, dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. So again, very much, actually a very similar message to the set your sights higher for our Jet people. For azurite, it's really important, if you chose this stone, that you let go of limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, and dream and think about what it is that you want. If there were no boundaries or obstacles in your way, what would you want right now? Put that intention out there, because there is the energy of manifestation that's coming to you, and things are shifting, they are changing, they are happening. So really a time of incubation for people who chose azurite this week. So synchronicities and contacts are really being made, and things are really going to be coming together, but that you're most likely not at a place where things are becoming cohesive on a physical level. So, now is the time to just really put your energy into creating what it is that you want. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me. I'm Erin Lee. You can find the rest of my readings on my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com, and I hope you have a fabulous week. And remember, detox!